Tatie. Hello and welcome to Celtic Roots Radio, coming to you today from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Celtic, folk, folk rock, Appalachian, bluegrass, Scottish, Irish, Breton, Cajun. If it's Celtic or roots music you like, you'll find it here on Celtic Roots Radio.
Sailor, what do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Said, hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober early in the morning. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Oh, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Said, hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Said, hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Oh, that's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning. Said, hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. One more time now. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning.
Hello again. We're back with another show, and the weather's back to normal here in Ireland. In other words, it's been raining. You're listening to Celtic Roots Radio, and once again we've got some great music for you. And if you happen to be anywhere in Europe, the Middle East, Russia or North Africa, you can also hear the show on the Eurobird 9 satellite every Tuesday 4 times a day. All the info is there on the radio page of our website at celticrootsradio.com. We started off there with a song from Vannata up in Alberta, Canada, and the well-known Drunken Sailor. Timothy Dickens messaged us via our Facebook group from Japan. Timothy says, I'm listening to your podcast from Japan. I'm loving it. This is for me. Thank you for this wonderful, inspiring podcast. By the way, I'm in Japan, originally from New York. Actually, we get a lot of people downloading the podcast in Japan. And would you believe that apart from the United States, we have more listeners to our Live 365 station from Japan than from the next 10 countries combined? Welsh34 sent us a shout-out email from Live 365 to say, thanks for good music that I like. I have family history, part Celtic roots also. Would that be Welsh, I wonder? And Leslie Lewis in California emailed to say, thanks for playing all the great music. I'm glad to hear you playing our Celtic bands from California. Dude, you surf. Take it that's a good thing in California, eh? David Wellerford emailed to say, I am enjoying the music greatly. I'm not Celtic, just from Oklahoma, but the music speaks to me. Thanks. As far as I'm concerned, David, you're just as Celtic as you want to be, right? And Sean Prudden messaged on Facebook from Kansas City, Missouri. Not Kansas City, Kansas, I hasten to add, because apparently on an earlier show I said the elders were from Kansas when they're really from Missouri. Glad we got that straightened out, huh? Sean also says, I haven't heard a song as great as Cinnamon Sage by Jamie Kindlyside in a while. That is music right there. I'm a big fan of the show. Anything that delves into my roots will hit the spot for me. So, being Irish, I have to listen. Here in Kansas City and Weston, Missouri, there is a good amount of Irish music, but you can never get enough. That's true, Sean, and while you don't actually have to listen, we're really glad that you do. Keep it up, all of you. This is Ross Moore from Tennessee and the hairy-chested frog. That was Jenny Twist with Greenstar from Ontario, Canada, and a great rock song called My Shoes. And we've two more Canadian tracks for you in a wee minute. It's nearly turned into an all-Canadian show, this. Every day or two I find myself using an expression, or I hear someone else using one which is typically from Northern Ireland. I always mean to make a note of these, but of course I never do. The more I think about it, the more difficult I realise it must be for people arriving here for the first time. You know, immigrants from Poland and India or China, or the odd tourist now. First they have to cope with the way we pronounce words, saying car instead of car, and hate instead of heat, bait instead of beat, that sort of thing. Plus the fact that we often run several words together and then stick in a few extra words like right and nigh and like, just to confuse people. Then there are the actual words we speak, many of which are not to be found in any English dictionary. It's a wonder some of them don't pack up and go home bewildered after their first week here. More power to them for staying, and even learning to speak like what we do. As I've said before, some of our words and manner of speech come from Irish or Scots Gaelic, like asking your mates, have you any money on you? Or explaining, she had a face on her like a busted boot. Some come from Elizabethan English, or Ulster Scots as it's usually referred to, like saying I'm foundering, or I can't foul the pain. This is Papilio from Prince Edward Island in Canada, a jig and two reels, Aille's Arabesque, Hunter's House, and Iggie and Squiggie.
Stones what nature made. And man stacked, let's make a gap for the path from you to me. Stone walls through the dark woods cry out to me. They say I was laid down to the wide fields of green. Stone walls through the dark woods cry out to me. They say I was laid down to the wide fields of green.
That was The Points North from Massachussetts, USA, and a song called Stone Walls. In Belfast, at any rate, you'll often find we've also adopted the Cockney rhyming slang and made it our own. A Londoner might just understand it if someone asked him to shift your big ignorant plates of meat, in other words feet. But what would he make of it if he'd offended someone and was told, listen son, you're tatie bread now, in other words dead? Or someone asked, do you think I'm going to wait until I'm tatie like? This is Sora and a tune called Heartwood.
I tremble for a sight of your eyes, wild pass within. Dappled sunlight moves us in circles, gravity of a sun. Limbered by a thousand suns, drops of luminous
solve our problems. It's in our music and our art. We fight the terror and terror of them. It's in our music and our arts, my countrymen. It's in our music and our arts. Well, we bombed our own and all the others. We've scared them half out of their ways. We can turn it around, maybe work together. It's in our music and our arts, my countrymen. It's in our music and our arts. Well, you're doing yourself no favours, neighbour, hanging on to what never can be yours. We saw the light of one dreary evening, while suffering the agony of your grasp, my neighbour, while suffering the agony of your grasp. And as many as a year has passed since then, a lot of water under our bridges. The tactics failed, let's talk of some bloody thing. It's in our music and our arts, my countrymen. It's in our music and our arts. It's in our music and our arts, oh my countrymen. It's in our music and our arts. It's in our music and our arts, oh my neighbours. It's in our music and our arts.
Very true. That was our music and our arts from Jerry McLean in Los Angeles, USA. We're going to finish now with a well-known song from a local Belfast band, Slemish, You Raise Me Up. See you all soon.
When I'm down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly.
Well, that's all we have time for on this show. Remember, you can find out more information about the artists and songs played on the show on our website at CelticRootsRadio.com. And if you're an independent artist and you'd like to hear your music played on this show, again, you'll find details on our website. That's CelticRootsRadio.com. Tune in again next week to Celtic Roots Radio. I'm Raymond McCullough, coming to you from Ireland. Slán agus Banna Dia.